What is up, my Potsy peeps? We are back again Friday for another video while driving. This is the best and easiest way for me to actually film videos, because I can just do it as I do what I'm supposed to be doing. Today we're going to talk about something that's kind of controversial in the POTS world, and yeah, I'm ready for the backlash. So look, I want to talk today about how a positive, dang, that camper van was sick. I want to talk today about how a positive mindset can heal your POTS. Okay, I don't mean literally that a positive mindset will cure your POTS, that you can will your way into feeling better. That's definitely not what I mean here. So just give me a little bit. So I think if you've been on this channel long enough, you know that I have a really low regard for the POTS community in general, because when you go on the Facebook pages and the Reddit forums or whatever, I've never been on the Reddit forums, but I have a bunch of clients that have been on those. When I get on calls with people, they all tell me these things. I try to keep my media filtered as positive, except for some of the stuff that's going on in the world. But when you look at most of these pages or whatever, there's a lot of negativity, and I think that a lot of people kind of don't see negativity in people talking about their symptoms, but I do. So even on these support groups that are supposed to be positive, a lot of people talk too much about their symptoms. And the reason why I view that as negative or bad is because the POTS people are super impressionable already, right? And not impressionable in a bad way, but impressionable in the sense that they already have massive health anxiety. If somebody's never experienced heart fluttering, right, or a tachycardia event or something like that, and they have other symptoms, well, if they see that somebody talks about that, more times than not, they're gonna start paying more attention, be oh shit, I just felt that, oh shit, I just felt that, and then they start freaking out and spiraling about that thing now. And so I've seen it time and time again. This isn't me trying to say anything negative about people with POTS. It's just a fact that I have witnessed firsthand with the majority of my clients, by the way. They'll see something on the internet and then suddenly they think that they have that thing, okay? That's why I think that that's not positive, even if it's supposed to be in a supportive community. Coffee, per usual. This coffee's been getting me juiced up the past few days. So, and the reason why that's so important, right, to acknowledge and to keep at the forefront of your brain is because if you're on places like the POTS forums, the Facebook pages, whatever, that are constantly talking about symptoms, then your main focus, and most people with POTS focus in general, is their POTS or their chronic illness. That's the majority of what takes up their brain space all day. So if you're taking up more brain space than just that by going on POTS forums or Facebook pages, be it support groups or not, then always your focus is POTS. You're not focusing on anything else. And so what do you think will happen, right? It will get worse, or because you pay more attention to it, you feel it more often. You guys ever hear of the law of attraction? I don't believe the woo-woo nonsense of law of attraction anymore, because I believe in Christ, but one of the main pillars is with people that try to debunk the law of attraction is if you notice, if you have your mind set on a yellow car, suddenly you will start to see more yellow cars. And that's just because your focus has shifted to yellow cars. Or me, when I got this car. After I got this car, I started seeing them everywhere. And in the process of thinking about buying this car, I started to see them everywhere. The same thing with the POTS stuff, right? If your focus is always POTS, the only thing you'll think about is POTS, and the only thing that you'll experience is POTS. And that's not conducive to healing. I know that some people might think it is, because I need to pay attention to my symptoms so I can track what, blah, blah, blah. And I have people track for 7 days. But it can't be at the front of your mind always, especially if you're actually serious about healing. So I digress. Sorry, that was long-winded, but So how can a positive mindset heal your POTS. And what is a positive mindset? To me, this is twofold. Number one, kind of what we just talked about. A positive mindset when you're going through chronic illness is a mindset that is not 100% focused on POTS. A lot of you guys are going to find this video right now because you're Googling, you're YouTubing, and you're trying to find other people that have gone through similar experience. So your main focus is POTS, period. Just is what it is. I'm going to call it out. So a mindset that's not focused on POTS. So the consumption of media is not just POTS related or chronic illness related or focusing on like bad things that could happen in your life. It's focused on trying to find a balance, I would say. And eventually focusing on other things far more than you focus on your chronic illness or your POTS. So like right now, if it's 80-20, POTS is the 80, everything else is 20. Eventually it gets down to 50%, 50-50. Eventually it gets down to 20%, 80%. And what that will do is it will just put your focus in other places. So you're not going to be worried about every single heart fluttering event. Like me personally, right? People ask me all the time, do you still have POTS symptoms? Yeah, I do. Like I still get tachycardia. I still get like fluttering of the heart. But the thing is like, it doesn't bother me, right? It doesn't, like, I don't even think about it. Sometimes I'll be like, whoa, that one was intense. And then I move on with life. Like, it just doesn't bother me because I know I'm not going to die. I've had all of the scans. I've had all the tests years ago, just like you guys have. I know that nothing serious is wrong, so I'm not going to sit there and ruminate on it. Ruminating on it is going to cause anxiety. Anxiety is going to send to panic. Panic is going to send me to the hospital. You know, and I don't deal with that anymore. Like I haven't in 5 years or 4 years, something like that. Because of the way that I'm telling you guys to think. And then, the second portion of it is like actually trying to train your brain to believe that you can be healed, that you can get over POTS. I see so many people that comment on my videos, and like one of my videos that I posted this week, like a full video, this woman picked out one sentence that I said. It wasn't even full context about me saying that POTS people are lazy or POTS people, like something like that. I didn't say that. I don't think I even said that, but she picked out a part of a paragraph, a sentence in a paragraph of things that I was saying, and decided to focus on that. And these are the types of people just in life that will suck the energy out of you. And this is the type of person that doesn't actually want to heal. I'm just going to say that, so you can take that how you want to. I really don't give a shit if that offends you. But that's the type of person that doesn't actually want to heal. They want to sit in their victimhood and not do anything about it. The people that I want to speak to are people that don't want to sit in the victimhood, right? That can hear me objectively saying like, hey, this is kind of like lazy of you. Hey, this is victimhood mentality. And not extrapolate from that I'm saying all POTS people all the time are lazy and victims. No, because that's never what I'm saying. I would never say something like that. It's always context dependent, right? And so being the person who is choosing a positive mindset over a focused negative mindset. So like if somebody says something about like POTS and anxiety, you're not just assuming that they're saying like it's just anxiety, it's not POTS. Like the medical, not everyone in the medical system is trying to gaslight you, dude. Like just get real about it. Like, are you being too sensitive? Are you taking things the wrong way? Because it's possible that is the case. It's also possible that they are gaslighting you, but you need to look at it from both perspectives. And having perspective in life in general is so much better than being like, this person is victimizing me. I am not lazy. Like, no, dude, have perspective, right? Be able to look at things in a multitude of ways. The positive mindset, believing that you can heal, believing when people tell you can heal, listening to people that have healed and believing what they're saying is in good faith instead of taking the opposite route. Why is that so important? Because if you believe, you will do the things necessary to heal. If you are positive about your situation, albeit it might not be super positive, you will do the necessary things to heal. But if you sit in victimhood, if you sit in a negative mindset, you're less likely to do those things, right? When people talk about, I'm bringing up the law of attraction again. When people bring that up to me now, Justin, didn't you used to practice the law of attraction? Yeah, I did. What I came to realize was that it wasn't the universe or whatever you would like to say doing crazy things for me, right? God has blessed me for sure in a lot of ways. And there has been things that just seem to be like otherworldly from God given to me, right? However, whenever I tried to manifest a goal, stay in a positive mindset about something, put my focus on it, when I look back at it, whether I achieved it or not, it wasn't because I was just like wishful thinking. It was because I actually took action and did the steps necessary to get that goal, right? You're not just going to sit around and be like, I want $1 million. I can't wait to have $1 million. I'm wishful thinking for $1 million, and then $1 million briefcase is going to be, thrown on your patio or your porch. That's not going to happen. Being in that positive frame of mind, a positive mindset, I will be healthy. I am healthy. I can heal. I am not sick. When you say affirmations like that and stuff, it brings you into a vibration, into an energy where you're like, oh my gosh, or in a mood rather, that I can do this. I'm going to do this. Even if I only get 50 more steps today, that's still a step in the right direction. 50 steps in the right direction. Even if I only do 5 squats today, that's still 5 more squats than I did yesterday. You guys see what I'm saying? So a positive mindset can heal your POTS in those ways. You have to be patient. You have to be willing to do the work. And if you're willing to do the work, go down to the description below. Hit me at jqfit1@gmail.com. Go to my new TikTok, POTSFit. Go to my new Instagram, The POTS Solution. Send me a DM, send me an email. Let's get the conversation started today. We are trying to grow the male POTSy group. So if you are a man suffering with POTS and you need people to relate to, you need a safe space for you to be able to talk about what you're going through in a positive manner and have other men hold you accountable, join the program. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you are new. We'll talk to you in the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.